Welcome to the Dame Dynamics. My name is Pernilla Lau and I'm your master of ceremony during these 3 days of Metstrade. In this daily program, we will celebrate the prestigious design award Metstrade, which this year celebrates its 30th anniversary. Ask anyone in the industry and they'll tell you it's a unique and special prize that is recognized all around the world. And this week we will speak to winners, jury members and former winners about their drive to create brilliantly well-designed products. We'll learn from them just what it means to be nominated and recognized as the best of the best. And I'm joined today by renowned yacht designer Hoek. He chairs the jury that made all the tough judgments on more than 100 submitted products this year. Welcome to you, André. Nice to see you face to face.
Absolutely.
And we also have 3 notable guests. Thorin, online. He is connecting with us, manager of marine electronics product planning from Volvo Penta. And this year's overall winner, Christiano Bonomi from Bonomi. He's winner of the deck equipment, sales and rigging category. And it's also great to meet Alexandre Seux of TEMO, the winner from last year's COVID special Dame Research and Development Excellence in Adversity Award. Thank you for joining us all, gentlemen. Nice to have you. André, first of all, what was it like for you to return back to the jury room?
It was actually really great. As always, you know, it's better to see the products in real life and to be able to have it in your hands, look at it, discuss it with jury members, and it was a lot better than last year, where we had to do everything online, which also worked, but not as good as this one. We had 5 jury members in the jury room, and we had 3 that couldn't join, one of them in the UK and one of them in the US. So they joined on video, on Zoom, and that worked out really well also.
Good.
So it was great.
At least this crazy period has learned a lot. Huh?
Yeah.
And at least you can see that you can also manage a lot of the jury's goals online. But I can imagine that after postponing the 30th anniversary of these awards, it must have been nice to return to the jury room, as you say, feeling the product, seeing them. What was your overall idea of the entries this year?
The entries were actually really substantial. There were a lot of new developments. I thought that was a very interesting gathering of products. So we had a lot to choose from. So they didn't make it easy for us.
How many did you exactly get? You get 100?
Over 100, yeah.
Yeah, over 100 even.
Yeah.
Does it really mean that you're really diving into all the ins and outs of the product, right?
Yeah. Well, we have experts in certain fields. We have 2 of the jury members are very specialized in electronics, which is a very difficult category. Yeah. I've been very involved in all the deck gear and in lots of other things. As a designer, I see most of all the products coming by. But it really works out nicely to have different people with different backgrounds in the jury to look at all the different categories, different products. And
of course it makes the winners also extra proud because you know that you've been judged in and looked at in all the ways possible, right?
Yes. It's not always easy, but yeah.
Still. Okay, well, the 30th Dame Award ceremony took place just an hour ago. Let's have a look at the ceremony. Yeah, happy faces all over. Great seeing all those winners. Anders, you're online joining in. Congratulations on becoming one of the very few companies to join the Dame Elite. Your assisted docking solution is clearly aimed at making boating easier for people. What inspired you exactly to develop it?
Well, first of all, I must say that I'm extremely honored to sit here and represent Volvo Penta and the passionate assisted docking team. A team that have worked with a lot of passion, a lot of fun during the whole project, inspired by our easy boating philosophy to make boating easier and more accessible for everyone. Inspired by our customers, a lot of meetings with customers encourage us to do this. If we can make boating easier, then we will grow the boating market. So making the most difficult situation, the docking and close quarter maneuvering, easier for everyone. That has been the inspiring part for during the work with assisted docking.
Yeah. Well, nowadays you see this also, of course, as a car technology, helping to park and everything. I'd never really thought about it, that this would be very handy also for boats. Were there so many accidents all around the world?
Yeah, I mean, docking is probably one of the situations which boaters fear most. With assisted docking, we can actually take away that fear and make docking something that you look forward to.
Yeah.
And I'd say we have been working extremely much together with our test center and the test drivers and the test engineers, with a very close cooperation with our software engineers. And what we want to do here is to bring the skills out of our test drivers and give that to anyone to be able to maneuver their boat.
Yeah, clear. Okay, well, Andre, what Anders is mentioning now, looking forward to docking, is that also what the jury specifically likes about this product, or would you mention also other things?
Well, I think what makes it really unique is a jet system or a stick system to be able to drive is already something that makes it fairly simple to dock. But what is new is that this system is connected to a dynamic positioning system. So it takes into account wind and also current. And
waves, maybe?
Yep, and so you can make the boat go on a certain direction and it will stay there. Wow. So when you leave you don't do anything, the boat will stay where it is. It will stay put.
Yeah.
And this is where a lot of people start to panic when you start docking and there's current or wind or gusts coming, that they don't then know exactly what to do anymore.
Yeah.
So this system makes it for really easy for yachting people that start to operate a boat to feel more confident.
Yeah.
They really enjoy the whole process of owning a boat.
Yeah, yeah. So really looking forward to that docking. Well, it must feel special to have all that hard work rewarded, Anders. And so tell me, are you planning to develop more products of this kind which make boating easier?
I'd say no, we are done by now. No, of course we are not.
Could be, it could be, who knows?
No, I think this is just an example, the first example of how we can assist the drivers. I mean, it's not the first. We have been doing the joystick for quite some time. Now we make that more a system where we can assist the driver in, as you say, withstand the wind and current. And of course, there are more features like this to come. There is a lot of things happening in the automotive industry, and the sensor technology to know what you have surrounding the boat is rapidly developing right now. So there is for sure more to come in this area.
Could you give us a little peek into your mind, in your research and development mind, of what we might be looking at soon?
Without revealing too much, I mean, then we must have news to tell you over coming years. But as I said, the sensor technology in the automotive world is growing rapidly, and being able to know what we have around us will of course be connected to docking features and make it possible to avoid various things over time.
Okay.
So with a little glimpse of what will come.
Well, you definitely did not betray your newest idea. We'll be guessing around what you just said.
Did.
Sorry, what did he?
He gave us a hint.
He gave you a hint.
I think is really interesting. And we also, as a jury, really recognize that the research and development that must have gone into this must have been huge. I mean, I know dynamic positioning units very well, which is really complicated.
Yeah.
And to combine that into the system that you had already must have been an enormous task.
Well, it was.
Congratulations.
Let's have a look at the product, the Volvo Penta assisted docking solution in action.
That boat. I'm gonna drive that boat.
To drive, now you just need to use the joystick and keep a constant slow speed. That is the easiest way to drive. Then when you feel that you're ready, you just let go of the joystick and let the boat stop.
Oh my god.
And settle down.
That's just...
Isn't it amazing?
We're not drifting.
No, not at all.
We're just still. How incredible is that? It feels crazy to be on such a big boat with no experience and to not have felt anxiety. It's just been really smooth. The most unexpected part was just how intuitive it was. It's almost hard to believe just how easy it is that you let go and it stops. You push the lever twice sideways and you know it's going to move 2 feet. It actually turns what would be incredibly stressful situations into just a piece of cake. It's just mind-blowing.
Everyone can use it. It's so friendly. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or if you have a lot of experience. Everyone can use the system and it works perfectly. I would definitely like to have it on my own boat. It makes docking so much easier and yeah, everyone should experience this.
Sounds good. Sounds really, really good. Alexandre?
Yeah.
This is the second year in a row that a propulsion product has won a TEMO award. Huh? I mean, you've already been a winner last year with your TEMO, and you got that TEMO award for your outboard, electric outboard motor. Had a bit impact last year. We were already talking then online. And I believe you developed that. Your company just started during Corona, COVID time, right?
Yeah.
So what has been happening for you?
Well, since we won last year, it's been a short year but a long journey because we had to start producing the TEMO 450 during the crisis, so it was a difficult time. But we managed to put in production our TEMO 450. We managed to sell the production to ship chandler and final users, and we managed to export the production as well in Europe, but also all over the world. And I must say that the TEMO award that we won last year was very helpful to be known into the industry and to start finding a partner to distribute our product all over the world. And thanks to the TEMO award, we have produced 1,400 units in only 1 year. We have exported 25% of our production, so 75% of the production was sold in France through ship chandler and online sales. But we found some partners like Marine Component in the UK, like RWB Marine in Australia, TENOB in New Zealand, and Papas in Greece, Marine in Turkey, and all these partners have been found thanks to the TEMO award that we won last year. So that was really great and helpful for us to win last year. And now that we have started the production of the first product of our range, we are now working on the next one, and we will definitely be happy to present the next product to the TEMO award 2022 to keep on moving on electric propulsion for boats.
Yes.
And I deeply trust that in less than 20 years all the boats will be electric, so we are really looking forward to keep developing electric engine for boats.
Well, it's really nice to hear that you have made also so many strategic alliances with other countries, I would say. Yeah. Please get one in the Netherlands also. I mean, I've been paddling around in my little boat. It's a very old little Russian aluminium boat, and the motor dropped down, and I was thinking of TEMO, thinking, where is that thing? I'm only having a paddle, so I'm waiting for that to come over. Andre, what was the jury so enthusiastic about last year when TEMO arrived?
I think basically it ticked all the boxes that we look into for the awards. It's innovative, it's new, it's something we had never seen before. It's a combination of an oar that you see in little rowboats that they put in the back of a transom to go forward.
Yes.
But it is a combination of an oar, but also of a long tail engine that you see in Asia.
Yeah.
It's very smart and innovative. It's made into a very high quality. We were really impressed to see the little details. You know, how to hide the button where you can actually push it. It's very well thought through and very well made.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice. Isn't it nice to be on the jury and to see all this development? It must be great.
It is nice. It is really nice. And what I really like is that we see all the new developments straight away. It can also be complicated, but that's another thing. But I've really enjoyed it. It's for me the second year that I'm doing this as chair, and I've really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, of course, turning back to this year's awards, one of the most popular spots in Metstrade is the Dame presentation right behind us here in the studio, where our visitors can view all winners and nominated products and all the new things that are coming. So let's welcome Ben Taylor, who is at the Dame presentation currently. Ben, it looks nice. What have you found? Tell us.
Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you for Pernilla. So I'm here on the Dame presentation stand. I'm surrounded by over 50 products that have been part of the awards, nominees and special mentions. I'd like to take you around and show you some. So I've got one in my hand here. So this is from Calypso. It's the ultrasonic portable mini. And now what this does, it's a smart device, is it goes on your vessel and tells you everything about the wind speed and direction. There's no moving parts on it, but it will then report that live in real time to your smart devices, so your phone, your tablet, or even a smartwatch. So this is one that I particularly love. If you follow me, we've got from Carver Systems, we've got the Bio concept. Now this is a furler, and basically what's so special about it is the materials that they've used. So these are eco materials that are more friendly to the environment to accommodate for that new consumer that wants to look after the world and all that good stuff. So that's great to see. But one of the things they've done is they've not compromised on price or performance. So made it really accessible, and that's really great to see for the industry, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of products like this emerging in the future. Now, if we drift over here, we've got a gentleman called Vincent from TOPRO. He's got a nominated product, and he's going to tell us a little bit about it. So, hi Vincent. Hi, could you tell us a little bit more about TOPRO and what it's about and what challenges it solved?
Yeah, sure. So TOPRO is a new product we're launching this year. It's something we've been developing in collaboration with the insurance industry to address the problem with tenders getting lost or swamped when under tow by super yachts, which is getting quite a big problem, and they're not cheap things. So what this does is TOPRO monitors the critical safety factors on the tender, transmits that data live onto the bridge, so the crew are immediately aware of a problem and they can address it before things go horribly wrong. What we've got at the moment, in fact, there's an alarm that's just gone off, which is telling us that the battery on the tender, which runs the bilge pump, is running low. And so that's something I need to factor in, how much water's in the tender, whether the bilge pumps are running. So,
Right, okay, fantastic. So you need to go and fetch back your tender and look after it. So I'll leave you alone, but thank you very much. So that's what's happening here on the Dame presentation stand. For now, I'll pass back to yourself, Pernilla, and thank you very much for tuning in to us.
Yeah, we will tune into you again, Ben, because we will see you again in a minute. Maybe you can find your own favorite among the entries for us, yeah?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I've got one immediately in mind. I'll go and find it for you.
Good. Go there. We'll be back in shortly. Okay. Christiano. Yeah, you have a big smile, of course, because you're the winner of the deck equipment sales and rigging category, which is fantastic. Shall we immediately have a look? Yeah, let's have a look at the video to see the Joy self-tailing cleat at work. So that is the product, Andre, from the part of the jury. What was it that you liked most about the invention of Bonomi?
It's innovative. It's something we have never seen before. It is well made. It has been tested for a number of years before it actually went on the market. It's a very ingenious combination of a capstan that normally is used for mooring and a cleat. So it's a capstan and a cleat in one unit. And it makes it really easy for people to just take in mooring lines, especially on slightly bigger boats. It can be quite a hassle and difficult to pull it in.
Yeah.
And you know, also for smaller people that are using it, women that like to help on deck, it's a really ingenious piece of equipment.
Yeah, I believe so. Well, Christiano, nice to hear, huh? So if you look at this product, I mean, it's a familiar part of deck hardware. You reinvented it.
Yeah.
What did you all take into account designing this product?
Well, let's say for exigence in the beginning, because when I was mooring my old 35 tons sailboat, all the time I was touching my back after the mooring, and so I said, okay, we can invent something better. So it's born for exigence. And so we studied it exactly for the exigence to avoid any effort during the mooring, especially when you have a wind condition that is not so nice.
Yes.
In that case, it's very useful and can achieve the mooring without any effort, even in a strong condition.
Yes, I understand, but still, I understand that you get to the point where you say, my back is hurting so much, I want something. But then when you're at the designing period, what did you have to take into account?
Take into account that, first of all, you had to need to study a product more little than is possible, because on a boat is something that you have on a deck, and so this is something that should be not so big. So we try to combine the possibility to have a little product, and also downstairs of the deck you have the second problem, because when you install it, basically you are under the deck, you have some cabin, something like that. So basically we try to design it in a more little possibility that it can to be installed in an easy way and to not be so impactive on a upper side of the deck and on the down of the deck. So that's the reason why we create a product, I think, much more not so impact on a deck.
Yeah.
For sure, in the beginning, the difficulties we passed through a designing, taking account of the conseil of a lot of sailor people that friends, I have to say, that we discussed a lot of how can it be realized, and sometimes some friends said, no, that is impossible, but in the end it was possible. And so, taking into account of all this conseil of our friends, we create the first sample that it was an unsuccessful. So
no more friends.
No.
Gone with the friendship. Yes.
So we create the second one, and the third one we center the problem. So and we try and we install it in different boat. 10 elements, 10 different boats between 45 feet and 70 feet, just to see what the behavior on the seaside point of view, because you know when you go around you have salt inside, we have marine condition is not so well. So after 3 years of this product installed on the sea,
angry friends and
friends that can tell us exactly which was the defect or something to correct. And so now I think the product is finished. We passed through 3 years of test, and so now we are ready to sell. So the first time that we participate to an event like this,
and it's immediately
we are very happy. It was totally unexpected for us.
Wonderful.
It was unexpected even to be nominated, but customers said us, hey guys, you have to participate to Metstrade, you have to participate to DAME because you will win. Okay.
Well, hey, you
okay,
did.
Fine.
I just would like
I will
to know,
try.
why is it called Joy? What's the...
That's a funny story.
Short, huh? Short. I have to get back to Ben.
Funny because we have to, the three female I have in my family, and so I say, okay, how you call it? After they test them, how you would like to call? Alexandre, Genoa, and my daughter say Joy, because when you do it, it's really easy, and you enjoy to do it. So. Joy, okay, let's do it.
And not just only enjoying maybe to do it, but also to keep the atmosphere on boat in joyous way, right? Because you don't get the people who get irritated and so. Great, lovely story. Yeah, let's return to Ben. Did you find your favorite product, Ben?
I absolutely did. So I looked around and found the biggest, coolest looking thing ever. So this is the new Verado from Mercury. Which is a 7.5 litre engine, V12, with 600 horsepower. Like, it's outrageously powerful. And I feel like this is Mercury's answer for the US market that put twin 200 horsepower, twin 300 horsepowers on the back of their center consoles. And so this is their answer. It's a fixed top, and then we've got a steerable stem at the bottom. And then one thing I can't stop looking at, it's like staring into a campfire, is these beautiful counter-rotating stainless steel props at the bottom there. So for today at least, that's my favorite product here on the Dame presentation stand. If you are here at the Metstrade 2021 show, do come and see everything. It's by Hall 6, in between Hall 6 and the Super Yacht Pavilion. So do have a look at all the products. And then tomorrow we'll be back at the same time, going into a few other products around the stand and giving you more information on those. But for now, back to yourself, Pernilla, back in the studio.
Thank you, Ben. Well, keep on looking. Maybe tomorrow you come back with even more horsepower. I'm looking forward to it. And we look forward to seeing more of the Dame entries on Metstrade TV. If you're here at the show, then do go along, have a look, and also pick up a copy of the Dame Jury Report, which explains more about the winning products. And turning to you, gentlemen, and also to you, Anders, online, why do you believe that it's so important to look at design for the marine leisure industry, Alexandre?
That's the first thing I have done when I started to think about the TEMO. I asked our designer to do a nice shape. Then there are so much constraint to put on the product that if you don't start by the design, then it's too late. So first step is to put the design as the main constraint, because then you put the battery, the engine, the cable, the wire, and everything. So it's too late if you don't do it at the beginning. And we are on a leisure market where people are passionate about what they do, and they like having beautiful things on their boat. They love their boat, their beautiful sails, and their beautiful boat, and they want to have nice product on board. And that's why it's so important to put design at the heart of the development of your product.
Yeah, right at the beginning. Anders, what about you? Why do you think design is so important?
I agree very much that design is an important part, and it's important to bring it into the product development in an early stage, and all the aspects of a design. Not only that it should look beautiful and fit in a lot of different boats, it shall also be designed to install properly and designed to give a proper user experience. Mm-hmm. So all the aspects of design need to be brought in early on in the design work. Or product development work.
Yeah, exactly. I saw you nodding yes, Andre.
Absolutely. Well, what can I say? As a designer myself, I think it's always important in any product that you not only see how it works, but also it should look good. It's not only in the leisure industry, it's in anything, in my opinion.
Well, that's all for now for these Dame Dynamics. May I ask, well, thank you for being here and for chairing, of course, and all the hard work of the jury members. Thank you, Alexandre, and you too, Christiano and Anders online. Have a great day. That's it for today's edition of Dame Dynamics. And of course, we'd like to thank the many Metstrade exhibitors who have entered the Dame competition over its proud 30 years history. From the Metstrade TV studio, I wish you 3 successful days at Metstrade, and do remember to return to this channel at 12:30 Amsterdam time today, when we have a tech talk on the Internet of Things on board. See you then.